Esther did not become queen because she was lucky, and she did not survive because she was brave. She survived because death was already scheduled. What most people don't realize is this. Before Esther ever wore a crown, an entire nation had already been sentenced to die, and she didn't know it yet. She was chosen, she was prepared, she was placed, but not for the reason you think, because Esther's real test was not beauty. It was silence, and silence almost killed everyone. Esther was a nobody, an orphan, a foreigner, living under an empire that could erase her with one word. Then suddenly the unthinkable happened. She was taken into the palace, not invited, not voted, taken. And one night, the king chose her. No prophecy, no announcement, no angelic visit. Just a crown placed on a girl who had learned how to survive quietly. But here's what people skip. Esther never revealed who she was. Not her history, not her people, not her God. Because in that palace, truth was dangerous, and survival required silence. While Esther was learning palace rules, something dark was happening outside the palace walls. A man named Haman rose to power. And Haman didn't just hate one man. He hated a people. And one insult turned into a genocide plan. One law was written. One date was chosen. One decision sealed millions of lives, including Esther's. But Esther still didn't know. She was wearing silk, while death was being prepared, and the clock was already counting down. Then Mordecai sent a message. Not emotional, not dramatic, just one sentence that shattered Esther's comfort. Do not think you will escape because you are in the palace. In other words, the crown won't save you. This is where Esther hesitated, and this is important. She didn't immediately say yes. She didn't rush into bravery. She calculated the risk. Because approaching the king uninvited meant one thing: death. No discussion, no mercy. And Esther said the quiet part out loud. I haven't been called. Silence had kept her alive, but silence was now killing others. Then Mordecai said words that still shake history. If you remain silent at this time, deliverance will arise from somewhere else. In other words, God will move, with or without you. And suddenly, Esther realized something terrifying. She was not chosen because she was special. She was chosen because she was available. Esther asked for 3 days, not to plan strategy, but to fast. Because when death is involved, beauty is useless, power is useless, only timing matters. On the 3rd day, Esther dressed, not like a queen, like a sacrifice. Every step toward the throne could be her last. If the king looked away, she dies. If he stayed silent, she dies. And the room went quiet. Then the king raised the scepter. Life, just like that. But here's the twist people miss. Esther didn't speak immediately. She delayed. Because courage without wisdom can still destroy destiny. Instead of exposing Haman immediately, she invited the king to dinner.
I am honored to have you both here tonight.
She waited,
May this
because
meal
the right
strengthen our
truth at
bonds.
the wrong time can still get you killed. By the time Esther spoke, Haman had already built his own gallows. And the man who planned death became the proof that evil always overreaches. Esther saved a nation, not because she was fearless, but because she understood timing. And here is the part that still speaks. You may not be called because you are loud. You may not be chosen because you are bold. You may be positioned because one day silence will no longer be an option. And when that day comes, the question won't be, are you anointed? The question will be, will you speak, or will history move without you?